I still have not uploaded yesterday's lecture. I'm very sorry for that. Yes, yesterday we were at our blogs and all stuff, right? So good evening. Yeah, good evening, Pawan. So let's just start recording, and that's all obvious. So my stat as well. Uh, yep. So yesterday we learned about deleting blog. Okay, and then we also got a blog, and then we also did add blog. All right. Now we actually want to add blog from our front end. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a logic for the same. So currently, uh, well, I need to create my first sign up page. So come on, work, please. Uh, yeah, my second monitor is off. I'm sorry for that. I need to turn it on. Yeah, good. Monitor is not turning on because I have turned it off. What happened? Come on, yeah. Shoot. All right, chalo. So hopefully this works. Okay, chalo. So where is my? Uh, Today we are going to. So yesterday we did our connection and all right. I told you about env files and we also did this stuff. All right. Chalo. So what was else we had to do is we had to do, yeah, we have to do the creating of blog. All right. So I don't have enough charge. Okay. Hopefully it works. So let's just say create dot pjs file. Before doing that, we need to get a route. So we will say app dot get, and then we will say create. All right. And then we will just say request and response, and we'll say response dot render uh, create. All right. And then title we have to pass in. So yeah, we need to put it in an object. Send it as an object. We will say title is our create page. Okay. And inside our create.ejs, we'll just say h1, and then we'll pass in create. So if you're a true developer, you can never be sure that your page works or not. So you need to check if it works. All right. I am cheating. We should not. Okay. Don't copy and paste code. Okay. That is something that pros do, but for learning, please don't do that. So hopefully this works. I need to start my server. So let's just say nodemon dot. So that should start up our server. Yeah, it says port running on 4000. All right. And if you go to localhost slash 4000 and then go to new blog, yes, it gives us our 404 page. That is because I copied the nav, and inside over here it should not be blogs, it should just be create. So now yeah, we get our create page. Okay. We need to create a form for this page. So what we are going to do is we are going to say div, no, not you, over here. So I will say a div, and then it has a class of create blog, and then it also has a class of content. Yeah, that is how I have styled everyone, right? So I guess it should be there. Yes, create blog and then create blog form is there, and then content has yeah, it just gives a margin on left. All right, chalo. So hopefully that works. And inside this, we will have a form, and this form should take you to okay, we'll do that later on. Okay, so you have to say action and post, but right now you have to say a label, and for you can say title. Now these are just some styling things, so we'll say blog title, and let's just duplicate it. So blog snippet, so that is a summary of blog, and then your entire blog. All right, then we will have an input as well. So let's say input, so it is type is text, and then name. You have to pass in a name, else it won't work. And idea, it is not necessary, but this I have, it recognizes it by false, and then this false. Okay, this name will be sent to the database, so whatever is inside your input, it will be sent to a database. All right, so one for snippet, one for the body, and let's just change this. So 3 times productivity, it goes there. All right, what have we called do then over here? Yeah, we have called snippet over here. All right, so let's just say snippet. Okay, and over here we will have to say for title, name is also title and id also title. So instead of this we have to say body. So let me just select all three of them and save body. Now you guys do understand that how do I select all three of them at once, right? So you select the same text, so in succession they are there. So just type hit control D, so that will select the second one, and hitting it once again it will select the third one. It will look that if there's someone else, and if you hit control D again it will go at the top. Okay, so let's just save this. All right, and you have to say there is an action, and then there is a method that your form takes in. Okay, so with an action we have to say the link that it should go in. So we'll say slash blog, and then method will be post, because we want to post it, right? And in inside index.js we will now create one more, and we'll say app.post. Okay, and inside your app.post we will say slash, and I guess we said blogs, no, not here, blogs, and then we'll pass in a callback function. So it says request and response. Yeah, let's just console log the request right now, so that you guys can understand what all comes with the request. And if I refresh this page, yeah, we get a blog title, blog snippet, and a blog body as well. Chalo. So now let's just do this. So in blog title we'll say title. Why is everything pink? All right, I must have missed something. Okay, and then we'll say snippet, and body will say body. Now, okay, we don't have a submit button, so we'll have to create that. I'm very sorry for that. So where is our create.ejs file? Yeah. So instead of input over here, what we use is a text area, and then this guy does not need this, so it needs a name and body. All right, and yeah, all of these inputs are required as well. So I will just select the three of them, and we will say required. So now we can do our button as well. So we'll just say button, and we will say submit. So now hopefully this should work. Okay, we did not close someone. So you cannot close your text area like this. You have to say slash text area, I guess. Yeah, now that our button and all everyone works. So now we can say title, and then we can say snippet, and then we can say body. And clicking on submit, we are stuck on the loading. But over here, you see, we got something's console logged for us. So inside this, we are looking for body. So you see, now looking in this, there are many other things that go over here, but the main thing we are looking for is our body. So right now, where is our body? Where is our body? Where is our body? All right, it does not show the body. Hmm. Let's not console log everything. Let's try and console log just the body. This is what happens when you don't have your proper code written so that you can compare always. So now, okay, it gives us undefined. So I don't think there's a problem over there. Most probably the problem should be inside our index.js file. So yeah, in the middleware there is a problem. Yes, we need to tell the server that whatever is coming, do not edit or work around it. All right, because it always does that. And by that, how you do is Express has that by default for us. All you have to say is express dot URL encoded, and then inside there you can just save it, but passing in extended, uh, it just gives you a far more better control and more options. All right. So now if I go and refresh the page and resubmit the form, you see now we have the title, we have the snippet as well, and we have the body as well. Chalo. So now I guess we can save the blog. So how were we saving the blog previously was, yeah, we were creating a blog and we were using the dot then method to work on it. So we can do the same thing. So we can just copy this and we can paste this as well. And over here, we'll just say this dot redirect, and over here, we will say redirect to homepage. All right. Now, hopefully, blog is not defined. Yeah, we will have to say const blog equals to request dot body. All right, and we can stop this and go back and submit it again. Yeah, blog dot save is not a function. Why? Uh, yeah, we were doing stuff like this, right? There is a better way to do it as well. So let me just save, show it to you. Uh, okay, we will do that later on. Okay, so I don't want to confuse you guys right now. But you see, over here we are using it directly. So we are saying blog.find by ID and delete. Same way we can do blog dot. Hopefully it says save, and then inside there you can just pass in request dot body. I'm not sure about this right now. I don't know why, but is it add? No, create. Okay, it does have a create. So let's just say request dot body, and then we will over here we'll say dot then method. All right, let's just move this dot then method over here, and we'll do this and we'll do this as well. Now hopefully this works. Chalo. Yep, there is an error again. No. Okay, yes, it did get created. So it says this is from backend and this one was just created for you. So this is how you are going to work ahead, and we have done about adding new blog. Okay, and we also have done blog.find and all that stuff, and then we have done delete, and yeah, we got that as well, and we did add block. Okay, chalo. So these are some things that we did. Now you will see that if we have more things to work around with, we will have to create more of this. So every time you will have to do this and all, and then the code will become big, and this will cause errors, and then the errors will be hard to solve. So we have something known as a model, view, and controller. So let me just open a paint and I will show it to you all. We have model, view, and controller. Let me just create a small user. Forgive me for my drawing right now. Okay. I guess that guy's head is far big than required, and his legs are also bad now. Chalo. Okay, so now you are the user. I know you look beautiful than this, but it's fine. But it's fine. Okay. So now you, as a user, are going to connect to the server, right? So the first step you will do is you will go to the controller. So controller is your server actually. Okay. But then you can also split this controller into many other first sections. Then this controller will go to the model, and then this model will go to the uh, view, or else it can go back to the controller. So let me just create some arrows for you. So now uh, it can go this way. It can also uh, let's just type in over here so I'm not confused. So this is your controller, right? And then this is your model, and this is your view. Okay, so inside our package right now, your index.js file is your controller. Okay, now we will be splitting it, and then your model is this, so it works with the database, and then you have your view. So it is not just this guy who works as your model. We will also be creating routes, and inside that we will have many other things. So you will learn that with as we progress. Okay, so then model goes to the view. Now in a very dynamic database, this is how it works. I'm very sorry for my drawings. Chalo, and then for the controllers as well. So this is how your model view controller works. And if the data is required to go to the controller, it will go to the controller again, then it will go to a model. Then if required, there will be another view. But in your typical database, how it works is it goes from view uh, to the user. All right. So now you have this over here, and then okay. So now just keep this inside your minds. Okay. Now this can go in reverse way. Let me just pick up brush. This is getting tedious. So from controller, it can go to the model, and then model can go back to the controller, or controller can directly go to the view if there is no need to go to the model, and then view can go to the user. But it can go anywhere. But always remember that there is a model that helps you know your code. So if you want others to read your code, and when you're working in corporate world, you will be using this model. All right, so this is your triangle. So you can say love triangle or anything like that. So this is a very oversimplification, or you can say uh, maybe wrong also. Let's go to the images and let's just type in MVC model. Hopefully I am right. Okay, so we do have one. Okay, so this is the user, then goes to the controller manipulates the data using model, then model goes to the view, and then view updates the data, and then user sees the data. All right, or it can happen in the opposite way as well. Controller to model, module will go to the controller will go to the update, and there are many things. So over here you can see that, so there are many ways that, see over here it goes to the controller, model goes to the view, and then so it is a cycle. All right, but remember the basic is this one, the one that I showed you first. So this is your model view controller. All right, so let's just shorten our code so that it is better to understand and it is modular. Okay, so the first step to do that is remove all this. All right, so now we have this. Okay, we will keep a 404 page, and we will now be routing the user through blocks. Okay, so whenever the user gets a slash, we will just say request and response, and then over here we will tell res dot redirect. All right, have I got disconnected or something like that?
No, sir.
Please don't talk to students in between, they will get distracted. All right, they can give the attendance form later on also. Okay, so we have app.get, and then over here we are redirecting him to the blogs. All right, so whenever the user comes to the home page, he will be redirected to the blogs. Now why am I doing this is because we are going to use another middleware. So inside this we will say slash blogs, we will pass in something as uh, something, what will be passing in over here. I will use app.use. So whenever it gets slash blogs, we will say blog routes. All right, now we have not defined it, so don't save it as fast as you can. So please don't save it right now. Let's just hide our views, they are just distracting you right now. All right, so now we will go to the new file and we will create our routes. Okay, so there will be a folder known as routes, and then inside there we will have our blog routes. All right, so we'll say blog routes.js. Okay, and inside this route we will be importing our express. So we'll say const express equals to require express. All right, and then you can say, always say this, then const block controller. So now this is a controller that we are going to create. All right, so we'll say not like this, we'll say require first, and then over here we'll say dot slash controllers, and then we'll say slash blog controller. All right, so now we are just making our code modular and far better and easy to read. So it should not take in two dots because we are going one route back. Yeah, hopefully it works. Chalo. And then we will get the router from express. So we'll say const router equals to express dot router. Now we won't be using express again and again, so let's just optimize this, and instead of getting the entire router we will just guess express dot router, and over here we can just const router equals to, we have created an instance of our router, then we will create our routes. So we'll say router dot get. So now everything over here will be handled, and then this takes in our cb function. All right, so let's just pseudo code it right now, and if it gets a slash, what it will do is it will do something. So we will have like this for one for a create, and then we will have one more for delete. Okay, so that's two, and then one we will have for one blog only, and then one more. So that this one, let's just start naming it, and all right. So we'll say block controller because it will get confusing. All right. So, but we are already over here, so let's just do this. So this second one will be used for blog details. All right, and then the third one will be block controller dot. This one we will use to blog create, and this one will be for blog controller, and over here I'll just put a dot and blog create post. All right, so now whenever we get this, and then this one will be for blog delete. Let's do one for blog delete. Chalo. And the routes for this one will be for index we will get a slash. Okay, for the details we'll get an id, and then for this create we'll get create, and then for post we'll be creating new one, so it should be not get, it should be a post method. All right, and then for delete we'll use a delete method, so it will also get an id. Chalo. So now we need to create our block controller, so we will create one more folder now, and inside that, so folder name will be controllers. All right, and then inside that we will say blog controller. Chalo. So uh, so it says controller. Am I spelling it right? CONTROLLER dot js. All right. So now inside of block controller file, hopefully it, yeah. Uh, First thing we have to do is get our blog model, because that is what we are working over here with. So let's just control X this guy, and don't worry, I'm just importing it. I did not want to type it all in. So we have some stuff that we have created over here. So let's make this big and go over here. So now I can see the routes for myself. Okay, so we will have const uh, blog index, right? And then we'll say request response, and then this is your callback function. We'll just say blog dot find. Okay. Now we can also sort the blogs over here. Okay. And inside this you will have to price pass in something like created at. So if you pass in one, it will be in an ascending order, so the fresh ones will be showed first, and if you want to do it in inverse we will say -1. So let's just keep it in inverse for now. All right, and then we will use the dot then method. If we have a result, then let's just call it blogs. All right, we can just say response dot render. All right, and then over here we can just say index, and with this it will take in the title. The title will be your home, and no, yeah, home, and the second one will be blogs. All right, so blogs, if you have the same name, you don't have to type it twice, you can just say it once. JavaScript can understand that. And if you have an error, so we will say dot catch error. We will just console log the error. All right, we'll say console log error. Hopefully this works. Chalo. So it has sorted itself, so this should work. So we'll do the same for details and all. I really don't want to type everything right now, so blog underscore details, and then this will also take in the same thing, so request and then response, and same thing over here. So let's just copy it. All right, and then instead of using sort and all, since we have only one guide to find, we don't want to do that. So you can say find, and we will pass in find by ID. Okay, so now it will look up by an ID, and instead of passing in parameters over here, we can just say request dot params dot ID. All right, and then we still have not created our details page. We will do that in a bit. Yeah, I'm hoping that we have that much time. Let's make this smaller, but not so small. Okay, so over here we will be passing in our blocks, and then title will be I guess blog dot title. All right, and over here, since we have one blog, so let's call it blog only. Hopefully this all we are doing works. I'm always in the constant fear of that my code won't work. I should really get outside of it. Wait, yeah, you should be behind, not over here. It's, well, now it's fine. And then we have so the third path is create. So we have blog underscore create. Chalo. My VS Code is very helpful today. Request, response, and then this also takes in a function. Yeah, we will just say res dot render, and then over here we'll be passing in the create, and in title we'll pass in new blog. Okay, and the same thing. Hopefully, so this should be post, and okay, so we will have blog dot create, and then we'll say request dot body. All right, and then we'll pass in dot then res dot. We won't render anything. Instead, we will be redirecting the user to our home page, right? So we should say slash blogs right now. Let's get mature. Okay. Chalo. So now this should work. Hopefully, we are not actually testing our code because right now we are doing a lots of stuff. So next one is yeah. Now we have to work with. We have done with create, so that is blog index to create and all is done. Yeah, we need to do delete as well. So const blog delete equals to request and then response. So yeah, blog dot find by id. I guess find by id and delete. We will know. We still have to create our delete function as well. So we'll just say request dot params. You guys understood about the params now? If not, please do tell me. So I guess that's it for now. We will just say module dot export. So now we want to export everything, and we'll be exporting them as one. So we'll say first thing we'll be exporting is a blog index, and then we'll be exporting block details, and then we'll be exporting block create. All right, and then we have something like post and delete as well. Chalo, so delete. Now hopefully this all works, and once I save this and go back to my home page and refresh it, okay, seems that there is an error and our server is not working. So right now we have done a lot, so there may be problem. Blog routes is not defined. Yeah, so we will have to import our routes. So you see over here routes, we will just say const routes. Did we export it? No, we need to export it as well. So I guess inside the routes, all you have to say is module dot exports equals to router. So now router will handle everything inside for you. So we will just say blog routes equals to require dot slash no dot slash routes and then slash blog routes. Now hopefully our terminal works. No, still no. Error module controller requires tag blog routes.js. Cannot find module controllers dot. Okay. So controllers. Okay, okay. All right. We needed to do dot slash because our previous one is I by myself don't understand why do we need to do dot slash. Okay, dot is for the same directory, right? I'm sorry. No idea. Yeah. Now it should work. Okay, still another module was not found. App crashed. Cannot found module models blog model. So this one should also do. Yeah. Slash. No, not you. Please. Okay, now we have our port running on 4000. And if we refresh it, error home is not defined. So yeah, we need to pass in it like this. Yes, so you see now our MVC model is working. So home was not defined because I did not give this guy parenthesis. So it was spelled like this. Instead, it was supposed to be like this. Okay, small mistakes happen always. If you are a pro developer, you should know that making mistakes is the best part of learning. All right, chalo. Since we are not using blog over here, let's just remove all this stuff. Yeah, you let it don't want to. So now this should work. Yes, it works. So now if we go to a new blog, okay. And now we have to edit our nav.ejs file again. So over here, we will have to go to slash blogs slash create. Okay. Chalo. So now, and over here also, we don't want to redirect again and again. So let's just pass this in. So now it should take him directly. Blogs is not defined still. So let's go to our controller and block controller. So yeah. Okay. So what's the problem, friend? Slash create slash create block create. I don't think we should be requiring this right now. Add blog underscore details controller blog underscore details. Okay, okay. this should be like this. Please work now. Nope, we have another problem. Task ID to type string as a path underscore for model block. All right. First of all, you are not supposed to go there. Blog details source slash. Yeah. So homepage is working. All right. So homepage is working. Okay. Hmm. Sign up should give us 404. About should give us about page. Okay, we need to also do our about page right now. Okay. So while removing everyone, I accidentally removed everyone and keep this guy at the top. So since it's a middleware, all right. Hello. So if we get slash about, all right, we want to render about. Hello. So now refresh the page. We need to pass in a title as well. So title should say title. Nope, not title. About page. Yep. And once I refresh this, yeah, we get our about page. Now what is the problem with this page? Chalo, so over here it comes failed to for value create. So inside our controller, there's dot render create, and then the title we are passing is okay. Hmm. I still don't understand why we have this error string values create. Class to object failed for value create at type path underscore id for model block. This should not be happening right now. For some reason, it is happening. So if we go to our controller, let's just do this right now. And for some reason, it is coming inside block details as well. So now inside post also remove this. Don't do this. So we want to see our request dot params dot id. So now please don't show and use this error. Okay, we are getting a create. All right, all right. So the way to fix this is move this to a top because it is looking for something as an ID over here, right? So that is why it is looking for stuff it does shouldn't. So you need to put this guy as well as the bottom. So now once I refresh it, yeah, you see it comes over here. Hang on, that works. And then inside block title as well, if I put in title from back end and then title snip from back and then body should say body from back. Chalo. If I submit this, yeah, you see it comes over here and everything should work fine now. All right. So the issue previously coming was since this was over here, we were passing in slash create. It recognized it as an ID and was going inside the block details part. So it was causing us issues. Okay. Some things to keep in mind. All right. So, chalo, next thing that we want to do is remove this files. Okay, now we want to see the details of the block that we passed in over here. So I really don't want to uh, type in that. So what we will do is we'll just copy and paste the styles from here to there. But till then, let's just close everything over here. We will go to our index.ejs. All right, and inside title we will do an anchor tag, and we will say uh, we'll say, so how does anchor tag work now? Yeah, it's this. If you work with React now, anchor tag works with A2. You don't put in HREF there, you put in 2. Alright, so I got confused a bit. So we will just say uh, we'll pass in a snippet over here. So now if so we are getting our blocks right, and let's just create a div for this. I guess we should be having a class as well. So class equals to blocks, and then there will be we have a content class, right? So hopefully, just to make it look a bit better, yeah, we have our. So let me just rename this guy to H2 right now. Okay. So for this, all right, and then I have made a class as well for this guy too. So if I go to style.css and I go to anchor, no, no. So there should be one for my anchor tag as well. Yeah, a dot blog. So we have a class of blog. Okay, and inside over here for href, what we will be doing is we'll say slash blogs, and then slash uh, we'll be passing in our EJS guy. So over here we'll say blog dot underscore id. All right. So now on refreshing this, yeah. Hmm. Now what is the problem? Now it should work properly. All right. Let's just remove this class and let's do this as well. And you should not be here. In fact, you should be here, and you should be here now. Cross your hands and pray to God that it works. So now if I refresh this and click on home page, no, yeah, all right, go back and click over here. It says homepage to blogs is not defined. Okay, okay. So very well, we should go to controller. Okay, yeah, over here instead of blog, we will say details page. Okay, and then we will have to create our new page, so that is our detail page. Okay, so we will say detail.ejs, and just like the others, we will be going over here and we will say details No, instead of doing that, we will say blog dot heading. Okay. So right now, let's go to our this part, and we will say mm, we'll first have a Dio. So I have made them already. So the class for this is with details, hopefully, and then content is there as always. All right. So now we will just say over here EJS output. So that will EJS out. We will say blog dot title. Okay, and then we will have another p tag over here, and then inside this also we'll have an output of blog dot snippet, and over here we will have blog dot body. So let's just refresh this page. Yeah, you see we get everything from here. Okay, so what about deleting stuff from the front end? Now that we have our delete file as well, so we have blog delete, and we have our route for the same. So it says delete, and then we get the ID. So let's just do that. So we'll be deleting from details only. You guys can delete it from anywhere else as you would like to. Okay, so like now let's just do this for us. I don't want to type it in over here, hopefully. Yeah, so let me get this guy and go to view page source. I'm sorry for this, but some things are just some things. Okay. So this is my nav. So this is what I'm supposed to be copying, right? Yep. Yeah. So, chalo, let's just remove this. Remove this as well. Remove this as well. Okay. And I need this image as well. So let's just save this. So save as, let's go to documents. No, where are we creating this guy? So it should be inside a hello, and it should be inside public. And with that as well, uh, inside public we'll create a new folder, so it will be images, and here we will save our trash.svg. All right, chalo, so let's just close all this stuff, and we don't need to have a style. Okay, saving this should get us. All right, data docs should not be like this. Put in EJS out for the same, and we will say over here blog dot underscore id. So now refresh this. Yeah, we have all trash can, and on inspecting this guy, so let's just go to the view page source right now directly. Yeah, data doc, we are getting it. So data doc is a attribute of the image tag. You can use it with the p tag, you can use it with the h1 tag. It is just for attribute because you don't want to create a form or do something like that with it. Alright, so it contains some data. We can access this data using our JavaScript. Alright, so we'll just say script over here, and then it's overtime, right? It's fine if I take you 2 minutes now. It will be very small. We'll do it fast, okay? Because I know this is something very big to take in right now because there was significant code changes and all. But bear with me. With practice, you will get it. Okay, you might have to watch the video again and again. Still, if you have any doubt, please do talk to me. I am sitting here for you guys. Okay. So we'll be selecting this guy. So a dot delete means anchor tag with the class of delete. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the view page source right now. Hmm. All right, chalo. So sorry, not a dot delete. We can also use image. I forgot about that. Okay, chalo. So we can say trash can dot add event listener, and that will be a click. Okay, and then it will do an event for you. And then over here you can say const. Uh, Now we will be using the fetch API. So we will be using the fetch API to go to the block controller. So it do the block route and then from there to the controller. All right. So we will just say fetch, and then inside there we will create not okay, and we'll go to our slash blogs. All right, and then we will say let's convert this to a template literals, and then we'll say trash can dot data set. All right, and then doc. And with this we'll put a comma and we'll say method delete. So we want to delete it. All right, and then we will say dot then response. If we have a response, we will say res dot json. Mhm. And then with this, what we'll do is we will say window. If we have a response, we will say window dot location dot href equals to I am supposing that we will be going to slash blocks. All right. I hope that it works like this as well. Hello. Else we will just catch the error, and if we have an error, we will console log the error. Now let's just hope that it works and refresh our page and click on delete. Yep, it got deleted. So title from backend, click on it. All right, it does not get deleted. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, it is already past time, so we will do the delete function tomorrow. If you guys have any doubts, please do ask me. Let's just close everything, wind up. We don't want to do. Chalo. So, any doubts you have? Hello, am I audible? Or you guys
Yes,
have?
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
you are audible.
You're
Okay,
audible,
so
sir.
you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, chalo. ठीक है then. Have a nice day. I am uploading the
Sir, yes, sir.
vid- videos for you right now. Okay.
Yes, sir, of course.
Okay. So that is 21, 6, 28, and 29 is remaining, I guess.
Yes, sir, 28 and 29.
Okay, so 21, 6 I have done. Chalo. So I will be uploading that as well for you. There is 28 and 29. Yep, they are all started uploading. As soon as they are done, you guys can access it. It will take like 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay,
Take
sir.
a break now. We already have worked for an hour. Reflect on the code and all stuff. I'm pushing the code as well. So you guys can have it. And please start working if you are. I guess all of you are working. I have no issues with you. Hello.
Sir, share your GitHub link also, sir.
Oh, you have not found it yet. I thought someone would find it. It's fun to find others' links. All right, chalo. I will share it with you.
Okay, sir.
So, bye everybody. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Welfare.